All right, everybody, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. Hope you're all having a lovely Sunday evening if you're on my side of the world. If you're on the other side of the world, happy Monday morning and afternoon to you. Welcome back. Second stream of the weekend, just before I leave town for a few days. Told you I'd try to be live. So thank you if you joined in today. If you follow the channel, you're keeping up with this city. You're keeping up with other videos too. Thank you so much for the continued support. But yeah, if this is your first time here, feel free to introduce yourself. Let me know where you're watching from and why you decided to stop in. I know some people want to chill stream and try to keep it chill here. So you need a sleep aid? Come on in. Anywho, welcome back. So, a few things we did last time. We're just going to go ahead and do a quick little recap. Y'all first timers here. We had a bustling industrial area out here that has quickly become a den for criminals. If we were to zoom in on this building over here, where is it at? Got like 50 million criminals over here. So we got to do something about that at some point. Maybe tonight. I don't know. We'll see. But we also moved our industrial sector out here, and we named that Stone Ridge. Reminds me, gotta adjust this district. Have it kind of encompass all of that. Yeah, we got that. All right, that's already moving. We have oh, that is outside of our coverage area. Whoops. Let's go ahead and fix that. Bring that in a little bit. Turn anarchy off. There we go. Just so we can get that right to the edge of the map there. There you go. Just do that. Yeah, Foundry Row. We got Iron Crossing. We'll go ahead and extend that out to there. Send that out to there. Boom, boom, boom. Awesome. So, yeah, here we are. We're gonna mess with our roads a little bit last time. So we created this intersection here just to get traffic up from this side up to the train station area. We've got that highway section that goes underneath here over to this side. I kind of want to do the same thing as I did on that end over here, but I also want to make a better connection there, and I want to make a better connection here because we've got multiple street lights here. So we're going to do a few things to fix that. First, we're going to allow this vehicle to get on the highway, let it do its thing, and we're going to go ahead and pause. So last stream, I had mentioned... Can you hear the music? Let me turn that up for you a little bit. Seems a little soft. There you go. Just don't want to have it too loud. But as you can see, I'm no longer using the in-game music player because I kept getting copyright marks on what's it called? On YouTube. So I got a little frustrated. Turn that off. But we'll see. We'll see how this works out. Alright, so a few things I want to do. We're going to go ahead, delete that, boom, boom, boom. And we're going to add a node in here. So to create a massive major intersection, you need to throw in a roundabout. Go ahead and do that. Now we're going to take our highway road segment and drag that in here. Go ahead and pull that from this side. Oh, wait a tick. How do I want to bring this in? Not from there. Go ahead and upgrade or downgrade that to there. I'll go ahead and drag this into the roundabout, and we'll drag this back this way. Flip it around. Perfect. Now we've got a major roundabout, right? Wrong. Let's go ahead and delete the roundabout. Boom. Now we have our massive intersection. I love the way that looks. Now, a few things I want to do is create a smoother transition for it being an on-ramp and an off-ramp. What we're going to do is create 3-lane spots here. We're going to go give people a reasonable amount of room to make their lane change transitions. So we're going to do that. Let's go ahead and delete. Now we're going to get our one-way road, 180 degrees, and let's pull in about, I don't know, what is that? I don't like the way that looks. So is that 13.21? .33. Yeah, that's close enough. All right, let's go ahead and rotate that around that way. And what we're going to want to do here is downgrade this. Oh, wrong one. To, let's say, asymmetric 5-lane. Somewhere in here. 5-lane asymmetric road. Now let's go ahead and anarchy this in and turn that bit off there. Now what we'll do, turn that off as well. Have this come straight through. Oh. Straight through like that. There we go. Perfect. Now we can easily use our road builder tool to modify that. No need. And rotate this around. Bring that through there. Love that. Now we can go in and start removing these crossings here. I don't know if I want to add a crossing there. We can add a crossing somewhere else down here. I'm going to go ahead and remove stoplights there, remove stoplight there. We're just going to keep this stoplight here. So now that looks a lot better, right? Nope, not quite done yet. So what we got to do is get our lane connector tool. And we're going to remove all these unsafe lane changes here. And we've already got our dedicated right-hand turn back here, so we don't have to have another one. Go ahead and turn that off as well. I think we're going to make that 2 left turns there. We'll have our 1 dedicated straight on. Fine. Depends on how traffic is. We can always adjust this, so that way we have 2 or 1 turning lane in the future. I want to say that intersection is pretty much done there. Perfect. Now we got to remove all those unsafe lane changes there. Got a good amount of traffic there. Go back here. Also remove unsafe. And we are done. How's that? I think we'll leave that as is. Yeah, it looks fantastic. Looks a lot better than it did before. I think it looks pretty clever. All right, let's do the same thing over here. We've got, oh, actually not that one. This one right here. Got so many people parking on the street there. All right, same thing. We're gonna drag about that far back. Find our center point here. Go ahead and turn that guy off. actually, we have our alley tool. Use our alley. And then in order to do this, we are going to have to use anarchy. Just temporarily. Oh, shoot. Let's use a smaller roundabout. Maybe that's why it didn't work. All right, we will leave. As soon as I delete that, it's going to go there. Let's do this. Let's go ahead and grab our 2-laner. That connection there. Connection there. Perfect. Booyah. Oh, that looks so good. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Heck yeah. Yeah, that looks clever AF. And you know what? We're going to have our dedicated left. We're going to move all the unsafe. Dedicated turning lanes, straight on. And let's have our dedicated right turn lane. You know what? Let's allow people to make U-turns here. I think that'll be okay. Right. Dang, that looks good. I think we can do the same thing over here. Now this is gonna be a little tricky. Because we have to try to replicate. We did. Go ahead and pause real quick. We'll find our center point here. Go. Our roundabout. Oof. Because I used anarchy. Crap. This again. There we go. All right. Here we go large. And then we will just grab our one-way alley. Straight into that. Into that. And let's grab this guy. Go there. Go here. And then get rid of that. Boom. Get rid of that. All right. Upgrade that segment there. Then we'll mess with the other stuff. What we'll do here is add a crosswalk here. Crosswalk here. Remove that. Remove that. I gotta flip this around. There we go. Awesome. What we'll do, just for safety purposes here, is key that. There we go. That looks like that makes a lot more sense now. And you can have it loop around the entire way like that. Now you can do bushes, trees, or whatever we want to do there. Now, because the game crashed a bunch of times last time, we're going to go ahead and save it. There we go. Last time I did this, the game crashed 3 times. If you were here, if you missed it. And if you hear, you would know. But, yeah. Let's tragic moment. There we go. That looks tidy. All right, so let's go ahead and pick our node controller. We're going to go ahead and drag this out a little more. Oh, okay. Drag this back. Drag this guy back a little bit as well. I think that's a healthy amount of space there. A lane connector tool. Let's take a look here. Remove all in safe. Leave that as left turn only. That'll be a left turn only. That obviously has to be able to do everything, and that has to be able to do everything as well. Yeah, we can leave that. We can leave that. And not completely opposed to that. People have their dedicated turn lanes there, so that should be okay. Oh, but I do want to add, here, let's do this. I do want to add a dedicated turn lane here. I'm going to make a few minor adjustments here. What is this? Oh yeah, the medical center. Oh, we were supposed to do a big old medical center too. We'll do that. Go ahead and hit play here. So we got that connection. Let's go back about, what is that? That's about 8 units or so. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, it's about the same there. 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll add our 3-lane asymmetric, but I'm going to drag it over a little bit. So we're going to turn that off. And there we go. There we go. Awesome. Go back to lane connector. A little crooked there, so let's see if we can shift this a little bit. Okay, how does that look? How does that look? Oh, that looks much better. There we go. Perfect. That looks great. I'm happy with that. Move unsafe real quick. Yeah. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. All right. Pretty solid. Should be allowed to make a left as well. Oh, that scared me. Be allowed to make a left. That goes there. Crossings back there. Love that better. And what I kind of want to do here is, well, yeah, I'll leave it as that, as is. Oh, that looks so much better. I like the way that looks. If you like the way that looks, make sure to hit that like button. Anywho, that's looking fantastic. I'm happy with this. Awesome. That's moving so much smoother. It looks like we're having a lot more people moving in too. We're pretty close to hitting about 25,000 people. I know we were trying to hit that as a goal last time. We're not quite there. We're quite there. We're getting there though. Did get a few extra buildings to add. So last time we were building these apartment complexes. I know we've got, let's see, where are they? We built, say boo to you. Continent 1. Continent number 2. Let's look up continent number 2. Continent 2. Yeah, we're going to place a second one of these. Because I like the way these buildings look. I don't know about you. I think it fits the aesthetic of, you know, being next to a big ol' we're back. Big ol' department store. It looks like after, you know, whatever update, the gonna fix itself. Love that. So definitely want to get a few more shops in here. But I also want to get more people in here. Okay, so off stream, I did add a few more single family homes out here. I know, I cheated a little bit. But I did want to do a little bit of stuff off stream just to see if I was able to get a few more homes in. And so far, so good. But working. Let's see, EU low density. So we grew out Kingsgate. I kind of want to buy this over here just to continue it out. Let's go ahead and buy it. Oh. Buy that and buy that. Making tons of money, so I'm not stressed at all about our cash flow. I'm going to turn off anarchy. I'm going to bring this down. Bring it down to about there. Drag this up here. Make that connection. Maybe our major roads through here. Try that again. Forget how many units these were. Ooh, actually, I don't have a major road through there. I think we're gonna drag this one out. Yeah, that's an interesting one. See if we can mess with this node controller a little bit. About 18. Back at about 9. Pull this one back about 13 or so. 14. Kind of like how that's looking. 15. All right. I think that's a healthy looking intersection here. Let's go 18. Let's go ahead and put stop signs here. It is a neighborhood, so we don't have to get too crazy with stoplights or any of that. But let's get rid of some of these crossings because there's quite a lot. There we go. That's perfect. That's good. That's good. And I think, let's see, how many homes do we have here? Now we want to continue similar block size. Let's do, how many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Do 18. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. And we'll have to add one more. And 18. There we go. Ah, okay. Cool in-game tool now, which, I'm gonna go ahead and remove the zone tools, is we can turn off the zoning this way. And it's a lot cleaner than or at least a little bit more intuitive than the mod. If you do download it, or if you do have the mod, try out the new in-game tool that Snowflake put together. It's actually pretty good. Pretty good. I think we can afford to have a little park area here. I know we're supposed to do that in one of the other parts. But I think it'll look a little nicer there. Adjust my mic here. Set. All right. There we go. Whew. Mine office. Our explorative efforts have been hampered by not having a central headquarters to coordinate. Just the other day, we had a crew assigned to fill a hole and assigned to dig. All right. I think that has to do with our mining stuff. Damn. All right. Oh boy. Try drawing this in again. There we go. Gotta do the same thing over here. Yeah, the node is a little jacked up. Here, let's try this. Let's go from this side. Something isn't right. Something's a little off. Let's turn that off. There we go. That looks a little better. I see, because this moves up. That's fine, we can use platter. Fix that. Not the end of the world. Whoops. And can use platter there. All right. Just go straight down this way. Do 90. Damn. Yeah, we're gonna have to use platter. That's no biggie. That come around, and then, well, honestly, I just cut it off there. That could be the end of the neighborhood. Oh, that's kind of a long street. Butler Street goes... Oh, damn. Does it continue all the way through downtown? Yeah, it does. Holy crap. Butler Street comes around like that. Oof. Alright, we gotta switch this up a little bit. Let me turn this into a little roundabout. There we go. Oof. That didn't work. There we go. Yeah, we'll figure that out after. I want to focus on street names right now. Alright, let's turn zoning off again using the in-game tool, which is pretty good. What? Anarchy this in here. That way we can switch this back over to this side. There we go. There we go. That's how you can trick the game, folks. Yeah, we don't even need platter. We're good. There we go. All right. Cool, cool, cool. So we have to extend this out again. Whoops. Probably one of the biggest regions I've made here. I'm probably going to regret not making more throughways here. We got one here. Let's build one here. Like that. There we go. Leave room in case we want to grow that out a little bit more. We got a few spots where we can have streets continue through there. Go ahead and place a few more homes right through there. At least for now, we'll just leave that like that. Because a lot of people are complaining about having small homes. We go ahead and give them a little bit more space there. So we still have quite a lot of criminals out there. I know this police headquarters is working very hard to get all those criminals. Yeah, so that's going to take them a few moments. It's going to take them a while, actually. Alright, but we got all those areas covered, at least. Then we have this station over here. Where is it? There it is. Damn, 71 criminals. Holy. Please you. We'll leave the admin vehicles to the other station. How about that? This one's already got its max upgrades. And they have a huge area to cover too. I think we're going to need another police station. But until then, just work with what we have. Yeah, let's take a look and see how this is working out. Oh, here we go, here we go, here we go. Here we go. Hey, look at that truck go. Let's go. You know, we can even grow this a little bit more by using node controller. So we can pull this back. Do 17 there. Do 17 back here. I think that's okay there. Actually, get to 15. That should have, yeah, that pulled back the same amount. Right. I like that. That looks pretty darn good. Love that. All right, we're at 25,000 people now, so that's good. Still need more to move in, though. Now we just unlocked a few more buildings, too, so let's take a look and see if we've got any worthy high-rises. Lighthouse Point. Oh, that is quite large. A little bit too large. Got this one. This one actually fit pretty well. Back here somewhere. Let's see. Actually, it won't fit anywhere there. I want this one. Medium density. I mean, we could cheat a little bit. This is called Lydia. Now we're gonna need Anarchy to get this in here. This is pretty sweet looking building. I think this would actually look kind of nice right back here. Yeah, I like that. I think we just look at the silhouette there, just the backdrop too. Yeah, it looks pretty solid. And it could fit 405 households. So let's see how many people we can actually get to move in. It's got tons of parking too. I think that looks pretty good. And we got $2.9 million here too. We're making money, people. Money. All right. Go ahead and grab this. Decrease our brush size. Let's go ahead and fill this area with trees. Finally get that separation between the road and homes here. There you go. Yeah, it looks nicer. Go. That looks nice. That looks much more complete. Oh yeah. That looks solid. Look at that. We have all of suburbia out here. Love that. Wait, you know what? Is that a platter? Did I use platter for that? Go ahead and pause this real quick. Use platter. Let me use platter in a minute. There it is. Is this broken? I don't want to delete these level 5 homes. Those are already grown in. But let's say do some 3x5s. We're not going to do that. We're going to do individual. Let's go ahead and look up EU low density. Where are we? Nope. Not EU. EU. Low density housing. There we go. Go ahead and snap. Do a line of these bad boys here. What? Hold on. Distance, I want it to be just snap, 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 snap. There we go. Let's go ahead and go 4x4, yeah? do individual. Alright, maybe we don't want to snap there. Let's do 3 by whatever that is. 3 by 4. Turn the snapping off. A little bit of separation there. A bit of separation there. Let's pull it back from the road a little bit. Let's do 4 by 5 or whatever that is. Oh no. There you go. And a few more homes in there. That should be nice. By the way, chat, thank you for the likes. I think we got you so far. All right. Yeah, this is looking good. All right, we've actually unlocked signature office building. So let's see where we can fit this. It has a pretty nice corner. Let's see, I think we can make this fit right in here, maybe. That looks like it would butt up right to the edge of a building on a corner. We can find the right style corner. Maybe this would even work. Ah, that's a big old building, so probably not. I think we need another housing building back here. Let's take a look at medium northeast. There we go. And then we'll make a connection here with our wide pedestrian pathway. There we go. And let's go ahead. I want to extend these nodes a little bit. I kind of don't like that it did that. Go ahead and get our manipulation tool. Drag this back out. Here, like that. There we go. That's a little better. Fix this a little bit. I know this is technically supposed to be a temporary solution, but I mean, it's kind of working pretty well so far. Let's get node controller, drag this back to 12, drag this back to 12. Drag that back a little bit. 9 should be good. I want to have a dedicated left-hand turns, but we're not going to focus too much on that right now. I want to drag that lane back a little bit. So far pretty good. Just want to fill the rest of all this in here though. We got a few commercial businesses here. If we were to put some actually make this connection here. Do that. I'll do a 1 lane though. There we go. Have parking on both sides there. Kind of like that. Alright, I know we have a few other assets we can also use. So if we look at our American buildings here. Bell Creek. Can we fit this in now? No. It's a gigantic building though. Ooh, I forgot about these condos. So this would actually fit fairly nicely somewhere in here. I think even right over on this side. I think we'll put the roadway or the connection right out here. And then what we'll do is drag out the surface area tool, or the surface area out a bit. And turn this into its own little plaza. Kind of like that. Alright, so let's go ahead and do that. I know we've got planters and stuff like that, so we can grab one of these guys. I forget where to find it. Not debris. Definitely not debris. Alright, let's keep digging here. I want to say not commercial. Is it a park asset? Oh. Let's see. Ooh, how about a fountain? I think this place needs a fountain. Small fountain with a dead tree? No, we're gonna do a alive. It's a wee bit large. Oh, this has the jets. I think this one will work. Kind of nice. Yeah, that looks good. We're gonna go ahead and select the raise curve. We'll do a small one. Let's go ahead and do one like right over here. Another one right over here. Kind of looks equidistant, I hope. We'll grab a tree here. Go ahead and find our oak tree. Ooh, love, 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 love. Kind of wish I had placed the large fountain now. Trees kind of dwarf the fountain there. Or maybe we just don't need a fountain. I like that too. Do need some park benches though, so we'll go ahead and plop one of these down here. One on this side. That. Another one facing this way. One facing the road. There we go. Yeah, that's fairly good. But we want to keep this area looking alive. So the way we're going to do that, add some pedestrian paths. We're going to turn all of that off. we go. There we go. Make this area a little bit more dynamic so that way people can cross through. If we look here, we're going to see if this person takes one of those paths. And, oh yeah, there you go. Walking past the benches too. Awesome. Just makes it look a little bit more realistic, you know? And look at that. Just like that, we got 1,000 people that have moved in. 527 there. Absolutely love, love, love that. How are we doing on crime? A lot of these patrol vehicles are out, but we still have a ton of criminals over here. Yeah, they all say going to jail. Yeah, crime scene there. I don't know if we can transform that color. Well, we're going to leave it as is. Yeah, this area is looking pretty solid. Definitely, let's see, our parking situation. Yeah, 81 out of 100. 80 out of 100. We're doing just fine with parking. Employees, that's a lot of employees. All right, let's see what other cool things we can add. Ooh, a cheesecake factory. Totally forgot about that. Oh, yeah, premium mall. Oh, that is ginormous. Ooh, we do need a Starbucks Reserve. Okay, that's not working. Taco Bell, Apple Store. Do need an Apple Store. Let's see. If we put this over on this street here like that, it actually looks fairly decent. Gonna have vehicle entrance back here. Easy peasy. Just need a little alleyway. Yep. There we go. Don't need crossings there. That's kind of cool. Kinda cool. See what other cool things we've got. Horizon Lounge. Yeah, I think we can make that work. Here's what we'll do here. Same thing, drag out the... what's it called? Oh, that scared me. I want to replace that fence with something that's not so harsh. So why don't we remove that lane? Oh, that's not that lane. We're going to move that sub-element. And we're going to place a different one. If we look on that, we're going to look for a fence, right? But I know we've got glass fences. Take a look at this one. No, I don't like that. Residential fence. No. New residential. Doesn't look too bad. Residential low. Take a look. Oh yeah, kind of like that. As a net lane too. Makes our life a little easier. Well, how does that look? I kind of like that one better. Not as harsh around this environment. A little bit more inviting. And the backside, whatever. Who cares? But do need to add some residential or commercial. So we're going to look at commercial assets now. EU, low density. We'll see what pops up there. Well, we still need more people to move in. Yeah, that's the biggest problem that we have right now is we don't have enough housing. Don't have enough housing. All right. Anarchy is off. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Gonna slap some more trees in here. Gonna have that separation in the residential and all the commercial back here. We're gonna do the same thing back over on this side. We got the same guys selected. Yep. Got a light little forest there. There we go. It's starting to look a little bit more alive, you know? At least I like to think so. Do you want to do something about the crime? It's still really bad. But we'll get there. Medium density. Let's throw in some. Do something back here. I know I keep throwing trees in here. Sometimes that's just what fits the bill for now. This, I could definitely extend that surface. So I'm going to do exactly what I'm going to grab that, bend this out right to the edge of this building. What we could do here is just add a hedge. Let's go to our net lanes. Look for fence net lane and add a hedge. Right in here. There we go. Add a little bit of separation there. I think that works. Excuse me. Yeah, looking pretty solid in this area overall. Side parking. Let's slow things down there a little bit. Haven't really added bike lanes yet. So eventually at some point I want to do that. Oh, I have to admit something, folks. I did do something else while I was offline. For those of you that were eagle-eyed, you'd be able to tell. We dropped our train line to the ground. I know we've got our elevated station back here, but brought it back down to the ground because it just, I don't know. Yeah, I didn't feel like it needed to be elevated any longer. I just didn't think it was necessary. Oh, here we are. Unelevated train line. Oh, you know, we looked at traffic. Oh, crap. I wish this was bigger road. But, oh well. Looking pretty good, though. I hate that. He doesn't always work. Let's pause real quick. Let's take a look at platter real quick here. Actually, let's look for housing, medium density, European, level 5. That doesn't really work. North American? Oh, what are you? What does that say? Oh, this is part of that other pack that I downloaded. I like these. I think we could fit quite a few of these down here. I'm gonna add another street through here. Do it. Yeah, we have all this space back here. I don't know where we're not going to use it. All right. Get back in here. There you go. Yeah. Oh man, these look so good. All right, let's add another street right here, just so we can make these buildings work for us. Need to buy something. Not with 2. That doesn't fit. I need something that doesn't have. I need like a row building. That's what we need. They had one of these, but like a right side. That would have been Perfect. Okay, we can actually make this one work. That can work for us. Up to 3. Dang. I mean, we can... Let's see. Medium density. Let's go southwest back. No. East. Turn that off. Definitely fit a northeast building in here. Southwest. What am I thinking? Yeah, southwest. 2 by, let's say 4. 5. 6. 3. 2. Yeah, I think that's gonna be the closest thing, but let's try. Oh, Netherlands should definitely have something that'll work. 2 by 3. Here we go. 2 by 4. No. 2 by whatever. Do level 5. What do we have in miscellaneous buildings? Nothing. Oh, actually, could be some nice mixed density buildings. I mean, I guess I could just use that one. Oh, Smiley. Yes, 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 yes. All right. Oh yeah, no, it's the exact same thing. All right, maybe not. North American build. Let's see. Nope. I mean, I'm losing a lot of time doing this. It's a French building. I mean, whatever. We'll go with that. What we could try to do is match the colorway. Be this guy. Oh, let's see if we can get it close enough. Okay, that's fairly close. I'm gonna go a little bit darker here. Oh, actually, that should be the green part. Okay. Wait a second. Oh, that's the roof. Oh, crap. Is it? Yes. Okay. Make that a little lighter. Alright, I think that's close enough. I think that's a valiant effort. Trying to make it match. Residence 0, 13, 17, 119. There we go. $26,000 residents, looking pretty good so far. Oh, got some messages here. Can we upgrade this? Oh, we cannot. You know, we have money now for a actual firehouse. So one of these can be upgraded with a disaster response unit, which is really what we need. Based housing and offices. Disaster aid. This is what we need. Well, we can have it right over here. Over in this area. Definitely going to be important in this area. So get rid of a few of these buildings here. Go and add back some of our zoning here. I think because I drew this in with the other mod, not gonna, there you go. I feel like this should have been a collector through there, because two biggest collectors are on this side, and I think we'll be okay. I think we'll be okay. And there goes all our money. But at least we have a disaster aid office. I think we should put that way back here. Training tower. Love the sound of that. Disaster aid. There we go. Now if we have collapsed buildings, we can have people, or have them help people a little bit more efficiently. Let me get rid of this here. Where are all these crims going? We're just gonna stand there, huh? So we're just gonna stand there. A medical center, we've got that. How's this coming along? Still has quite a lot of resources in there. I wonder if we get rid of that. Get rid of that. Let's add this parking. Oh wait, just need that. Draw that through. There we go. I think we can leave these buildings here like that. Remember, I want to keep this area looking a little grimy. We'll leave these two buildings back there. going to jail. 26,000 people. Man, I can't say it's taken me this long to actually grow our population before. But you know, that's fine. Alrivik. Forgetting about it. Extend these districts out to the train line just to get any sort of coverage here. There we go. I think we need our own little police station over here. So let's go ahead and add one. Super Earth, what's going on? Jake, welcome to the stream, buddy. What up, what up, what up? Whoops. Get rid of that crossing there. Crossings there. Let's clean this up a little bit as well using node controller. I'm so glad this is now part of CS2. Leave that like that. Clean this up a little bit. Clean that one up a bit. There we go. All right, police. Just need a small one. Little Japanese police station. Oh, dang it. Too big. Small police station. 6 police cars. Yeah. Let's do that. And let's have this be its area. Highbrook. Have it do the residential area out here. And we're gonna go ahead and go to this other police station. Where are we at? There you are. Because they are a little busy. Market Row, they can help out with Iron Crossing. Actually, no, they can help out with Foundry Row. Oh, it's kind of weird having that break there. That's fine. Second thought, we're going to take Foundry Row away from just too big an area. Have a little break there, that's fine. Actually, I'm trying to decide what to do here. All right. This will be them. Select models. EU. Got a fire. Oh, they already put it out. That was quick. And we were making tons of money still. Jake, welcome to the stream. So where are you watching from tonight, or today, this morning, this afternoon, wherever you are? Clean this up a little bit here. Hey, that's nearly full. What do we got here? UK high density, EU high density. Kind of like the UK high density buildings. They look pretty solid. That's fine. Leave a little bit of space back here. What I kind of want to do is have a green space over here. Ooh, look at the little car. Is that a Renault? Oh, Peugeot. Look at that. Love that. Yeah, we're gonna... Oh, officer chasing that person? Surface tool, there we go. There we go. It's a little better there. Let's do another pathway. There we go. All right. Mess this up a little bit. All right, I guess that's not going to work. Can I fit this? There you go. And let's make this look a little messy using stamps, leaves. Alright, not really going to be able to see this anyway. Alright, let's anarchy this in. There we go. There's so many homeless people back here. There we go. I think that looks better. All right. Our UK building. Let's go ahead and change that color. Yeah. Ooh, I don't know about this one. It's not a corner building, so it doesn't really work all that well. Round, huh? Like we could have done better in that, but fine. Now, we haven't really touched on education in a while. I think we need a college. Because, well, I mean, we're just kind of all over the place today anyway. But we've got, let's see, elementary school, high school, primary school, no college. And we've got 1990 eligible. Wait, do we have a college? Oh yeah, we do. Look at that. We're maxed out though. Let's take a look. See what we can do. Universities. We can add universities. We can afford universities. We're gonna go with college. Modern Community College. Oh, look at that. Fits right there like a glove. Oh man. That's rich. I think we're gonna put it right here. Yeah, we're gonna put it right there. Well, that is sweet. We don't have room for that, but we have all this space back here where we could add it. Pension wing. Oh, we can add that. We can add a dorm on the backside. Sky's the limit now. Let's get some people to school, shall we? That is dope. Make sure that's within. Yep, it is. Perfect. We'll need to build out our shopping district back here. So I think what we're going to do, see if we can find some commercial buildings. But some nice ones. Ooh, a 7-Eleven. Oh, we need a 7-Eleven out here. High school students, college students, they need a 7-Eleven. Don't know why, but when I play, a huge water column spews out. Like from where? You know, it's part of the Japanese pack. The auto center can work. Oh yeah, look how that fits. Oh, that looks good. What do you mean by water column spews out? Yeah, that looks good. Did have to use anarchy to place it, but fine. Damn, 700 employees. That's a lot. At least we're filling these jobs over here, so that's kind of good. I think what we need a little bit more of, though, is some low rent housing. Low rent, low rent. There we go. Just on the back side there. Actually fill that up. There you go. If we can anarchy this in. You know what? That's not a pedestrian road. Let's switch that up. Make sure that's low rent. There we go. Let's upgrade this section of road here. There we go. So terraforming as well. Oh crap. We can fix that. There we go. Very nice. I think we should probably put not a retaining wall, but a key wall just to prevent people from going off the road there. A little bit of protection for people. That's kind of nice. Still want to cover that back wall a bit there. Now, I know we've got some French accent. Oh my gosh, I can't speak. French assets. There we go. That will work perfectly there. Definitely need a petrol station too. I don't have one anywhere. I think we should put one here. Alright, then we'll fill this space here with some bushes. Some bushes. Where are we at? Ooh, apple trees, chestnuts. Whoa. Let's vary. Alright, do like a fence. There you go. There we go. Alright. Damn, we are making tons of money. Taxes. Holy. Go ahead and drop these tax rates a little bit. Drop that down. I think we're making a little bit too much money here. I don't know how we're making money on. Oh, I guess from service fees. Everything is still at 100%. Love that. I think I do want to make sure, because we're losing a lot of money because of our rail network. Now we've got, whoop, okay. $46, 146, 74. Okay. Not a whole lot of people using this. But you know, the comfort's high. Don't have bus terminal yet. Don't have... Oh, yeah. We'll do that at some point. And why do we have... that going through there? Is this broken? I guess that is a little broken there. Okay, let's fix this connection. Pause that real quick. Train, train, train. Train, train, train. Train, train, train. There we go. Shouldn't have a cargo train going through our passenger train station. I know it's a bypass line, but okay. See that? I think that one's going to our cargo station though. Yeah. All right, we're actually doing pretty well on cargo and imports. Concrete, I mean, this is making us tons of money as well. Ready mix facilities, concrete operations around town, attract some attention, expanding our operation to include ready mix concrete would expand our reach, service more of the city. Now, what this will actually help as well is our upgrading cost. For our homes and businesses, it should go down. We should be able to keep a lot of the business local instead of having to import resources from outside of town. And this is growing to be a fairly large area. I need to do something about all these criminals here. I mean, as much as I hate to do this, we're gonna go ahead and delete. That's a little broken. There you go. I don't know what the hell that sound was. That was kind of weird. But let's see if we can clean this business up too. See where we at. Actually, gone down quite a bit. Get rid of the parking lot. This is going to be actually one of our last industrial buildings that has a smokestack on this side. We're also going to get rid of that crossing. So, let's see what else we got here. Make these colors a little darker. There we go. See if we can match that. There we go. Want to do a little bit of that. does this do again? Oh, +4 well-being. Yeah, we could do that. What is that? Oh, tapping. Oh, wait. Chirpy. Nope. Alright, leave that alone. Yeah, look how colorful that street is. That looks nice. Alright. I'm digging this city, folks. I don't know about you guys. We haven't had any massive death waves. I think so far it's all looking pretty good. Yeah, we're just going to get rid of this building. Get rid of the street here. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. No more remnants there. Slowly but surely making this town into something good. I want to this road in here. One lane. Let's see. What is this? One way. Oh. Custom 2-lane. What? Didn't I turn this one into a 2-lane? Oh, actually, I remember what happened. The game crashed, and I couldn't get it going again. Oh, the game almost crashed again. See, pause this real quick. All right, upgrade. Nope, knock that out real quick. Upgrade that to a 2-lane. That's a 2-lane through there. Be a 2-lane through there. Get rid of all that parking, and we'll add our pathway back. There we go. All right. You know what we're gonna do here? What I kind of want to try is adding a what's it called? Wow, I'm blanking. Ooh, I'm out of it today. Adding a think. Surface. There we go. All right, we are gonna be creative here. And concrete cobble. I want to do cobblestone. There we go. Can we get this to cover the street? Oh my god, I love that. Oh my god, I love that. Love, love, love that. Oh, cobblestone road there. Love that. Oh my god, that looks so cool. Oh, that looks so cool. How cool is that? Oh man, that looks legit. All right, back to it. So I kind of don't want that side of the building to be raised like that. So there we go. We got this connection here. So I do want to continue that. See. Now this should be another residential area. At least, I should say. I feel like it should be. And this area can be a little bit more kind of low rent. I don't want to use the new, which one is it? Netherlands pack. Netherlands pack should be pretty good for this area. Let's see. I want to say those buildings are all roughly about, what is it? Is that 1 unit? No. 1 unit. Let's just do this real quick here. Let's find... I mean, honestly, we could just use ladder for this. Not too concerned. How it's gonna look. At least how the roads are gonna look, I should say. All right. Ladder to the rescue. All right. We got Netherlands. Let's see. NL. That's French. This is Netherlands. We've got low rent housing. Here we go. All right. So now we have, I want to say we were able to get at least by 4. Let's do a little bit of this. Do what? Individual, please. Thank you. And let's see if we can do a nice little 2x2. Yeah, there we go. I don't know if we have 3x3 here. No, we don't. I think we can actually make these blocks a little smaller. Or a little narrower, I should say. Let's try this again. Gotta be a 2x2. There we go. Go. And one variation. There we go. Should be able to fit a ton of people in here. And I kind of want to make this its own little district. I know Iron Crossing really takes up that entire space, but really should make this its own little district. But in the meantime, let's see. Put this down. Gonna fit? Yeah, it's gonna fit. No. Let's add. I think the best way really is to get it to match, made up right to the edge here, but I think we're gonna be able to make that work. I think what we gotta do, snap to the road, not to the grid. 90-degree. I know what we could do. I have an idea. You see how it's a little crooked? How did that happen? Alright, let's just make it all crooked, I guess. But at least we've got some zoning now. That's good. Leave some space there. I think what we'll do is add a few parking facilities there. Let's see. I think we could fit one of these single row ones. Oh, we could put that there, and then we could put a park there. Yeah. Urban parklet there. A little tricky, ain't ya? Oh, there we go. Fits there. Nice. Get some working class homes out here. I think that'll look really nice. Just finish fitting all this in here. Oh boy. Who is complaining? Let's see. There we go. Good there. I think we'll need an actual parking structure in here somewhere. But we'll let that grow out. And hopefully that brings us up to a higher population count. Because we need more people. Yeah, I'm digging that. Yeah. Looking pretty solid. It has to be one of those. Multiple variations. There you go. And as those level up, we'll get some better colorways. Like if we were to look at, real quick, look at Netherlands, level 5, low density. Where are we at? Technically, it's a high density building, right? Got one of these level 5 ones in here. Yeah, it'll look good. It'll look a little bit more grown up than it kind of does right now. That's a level 5 building right there. Perfect, but I think we've done quite a bit today. We've expanded our police coverage. We added a community college. We built out the residential area a little bit more after buying these tiles over here. Kind of want to build like a little, I don't know, like a boat area, like a little shipping, or not shipping thing, but like a little fishing area. So I think that's where we're going to use Butler Street, or even expand out Bluebell Street. I'm going to bring that out along the train tracks. A lot of growth potential in this area. We've got our mega intersections here that are working very efficiently. I wish they were kind of helping in traffic flow, but man, all our traffic is congested in here. But I mean, if you look, vehicles are moving. We're not getting a whole lot of vehicles getting stuck like we were in the past. Traffic is moving. It's just a lot of traffic that's coming through here. Look at our traffic volume. That's the highest amount through all these points here. At least they're bigger collector roads. Like, what street is that? That's a asymmetric 5-lane. This is one of our major collectors as well. Yeah, it's just gonna get bigger and busier and busier. But we're making tons of money, making tons of headway. We've got about 28,000 people and counting moving in. Gonna get better. So folks, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Want to watch this city grow a little bit more? Make sure to like the channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. For those of you that commented, a few comments, not a whole lot today. A little quiet, but I usually don't stream on Sunday nights. So for those of you that stopped by, thank you so much for stopping in. Catch y'all next time. Like I said, I'm gonna be gone for the rest of the week. So if you did miss the start of the video, you can watch it from the start once it goes I don't know, once the live video's done. I don't know, running out of things to say here. But check out some of the other content. We've got a lot of City Skylines 1 content. Let me know if you want to see more of that. I haven't played City Skylines 1 since this game came out. What was it, 2023 or 24? Crazy to believe this game's been out so long already. But anywho, I'm going to go have some dinner. I want to thank you all again for stopping in. I hope to see you all next time. Hope you all have a great rest of your morning, afternoon, and evening, wherever you are in the world. Bye, everybody. Bye.